Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching me from. May Yahuwah Chukwukikabiama exalt you and awaken you even in these end times. There is a revelation that the Most High wants me to tell people. And you know what happens when you receive a revelation and refuse to share it to people. If you ask Jonah, he will tell you the trouble he had to go through in when he wanted to avert doing what he was told to do. This revelation, I had it, I think, few months ago, like 5 months ago, and I just did not share it. I just did not. So since then, the Most High has been showing me shege. He has been piala on a piamotali, on a womia. So I have no option. Eh? I have no option to share it. I must share it because he wants his people to repent and awaken. Hmm? That's what he wants. Eh, the, even though you guys have messed up big times, even though you guys have not even do not even know who you are again, you do not even know his own name. You have forgotten who is Yahuwah, the Elohim of your ancestors. You are forgetting all his laws and his commandments, and even forgotten how he was with Ezeeri in those days. And you guys have faced idols, even the new idols, the churches, all of them. Those are the same thing with your traditional idols. The ones in the churches and the ones in the your tradition are the same thing. They are just it's just like they have transformed into an angel of light and now corrupted the stolen scriptures of Chukwukikabiama in order to enslave us. So I'm going to share this revelation of that Chukwukikabiama showed me to relate to you of what is going to happen in future so that you will prepare yourself. In this vision that I had concerning the present and the future, it was on a Sabbath day. I just finished my studies and decided to have a little sleep. I lied down, I dozed off, and my eyes was opened in the spirit, and I found myself in a very high building, I and my daughter, and was trying my possible best to find a shorter way to get down from that building without taking the stairs. So we found this long metal pole that stretched all the way from the ground floor of this building to the top front of this building where we stood. So I decided to launch on to that pole to slide down, but it couldn't do it because it was unstable and it looks like it was about to collapse. So I decided to maybe send my daughter down first before I go. I wanted to launch onto it and slide down to the floor, but I realized that if I slide down on it with my daughter at the same time, that it will just collapse. So I decided to get my daughter down the building first, but it even collapsed before I even tried. So I had no other option than to go into the main building to look for another way to get down. On my entry, there was this long passage, and I saw someone that looked like a female figure, but she wasn't standing on the ground. She was elevating in the air, and I just knew that she is the guard or probably one of the guards of that building. And I know this because she tried to stop me from going further into this building. She cast spells, magic, and witchcraft, trying to get me trapped in one of the walls in these passages. She continued casting her spells onto the enchantments written all around those walls. But she failed because her spells could not hold me. And for no reason that I know of, her spells and magic could not succeed on me. And out of frustration and anger, she threw herself out of this high building. She immediately turned into a giant winged dragon and flew away. It was then I realized that the Spirit of the Most High was there with me, and that it was Him that brought me there in the first place and wanted me to go into that building because there is something He wanted to show me. That, of course, was the reason why the demon lady was trying to stop me, because nobody was allowed in that side of the building, and I was headed towards a secret compartment, a secret laboratory at the end of that passage. So I became even more curious than ever to know what was concealed there. Guys, guess what I saw? It was a fallen angel inside this giant laboratory. As I walked in, they sensed my presence, but they also know that it was the Spirit of the Most High that brought me there. I felt it in the spirit that these fallen angels wanted to harm or attack me, but they couldn't because the Spirit of Yah, the Most High, was with me. He even made me feel powerful. So then I asked this fallen one, were you among the first fall of Lucifer or the second fall of the Watchers? That I mean sons of Most High. And he replied that he was among the second fall of the Watchers. But I also noticed that because of the set apart Spirit of the Most High, they were persuaded to answer my questions, even though I was like a grasshopper before them. So when they walked out into an elevator, I looked around this lab and I saw something that looks like a large bowl. Its size is as big as a room and made of glass on the four corners and in its bottom. And there a blue liquid was pumped into it. And after, another liquid was poured into the same bowl. And these liquid substances started to furiously boil and foaming together, mixing and changing. And all this were going on when that fallen angel and those with him were going out and walking into the elevator. And the Spirit of the Most High moved me to go through another stairs that is within the same building where the pipe from this laboratory passed through. However, this liquid that have been boiling and foaming together in that big bowl has now started being pumped down below through a hose pipe attached under this bowl, and I discovered some interesting things happening there as these liquid substance were being pumped down through these pipes. Now these liquids began to transform into some kind of food or snacks, but they were transforming into food as they are rolling down these pipes below the laboratory. And the Spirit revealed to me that when a person take these foods, when people take these products, they no longer think or reason well, that their thoughts declines to the level of a child's thoughts, and this will make them not to reason properly or to question anything that they see wrong. That they will see things going wrong, but they cannot question it, and we allow them to continue to happen. Now, they might be adults, but their minds, their thoughts, and their brains are that of a toddler. And when I continued walking down that stairs, I eventually got to the ground floor of this building. There, in front of this building, I saw many people, great number of people lining up before a shop in front of this building to buy the same products that came from this laboratory. This is very serious, guys. It is not even only that chemicals and soft metals are being put into those foods, but they are being enchanted on. For clarity's sake, some of the food we buy in sachets and in tins and in various packages are not even food. Even when you see these kinds of products, you can't even resist them because of the things that have been done on them. It would not even matter if you know the products or if you have read the labels, you will still not resist them. So people need to be really careful about what they go out there to buy, to put into their body. However, the Most High let me know that these things are happening now, but on a low key. Those products are available. I believe this vision and revelation is not only for these present times, it's also for a future purpose, because it's in the future that this will become much rampant. And also, something is going to happen in the future that will cause food scarcity, and people will no longer be able to farm their lands. Okay, this was the confirmation the Most High gave to me after few months of having this revelation. In course of my work, I come in contact with this woman, and she was a doctor. In course of our conversations, she now began to open up that what I just said started even from 2018. 2018, it has already started happening, and people have been unknowingly putting heavy metals into their body, and poisons and chemicals, and even enchanting themselves by the products they buy. And those that are sponsoring this conspiracy are external people, people we hold in high esteem. They are the people funding these projects. So even after the conversations, we exchanged numbers, and she sent me a link and a video in WhatsApp that also confirmed the same thing. The Most High can never lie. He always wants to protect his people. If you will listen, guys, you have to take this seriously. Send this video to your family members, because in the future, in the nearby future, people will have no other choice than to go for these products. So since 2018, farmers across the country are being targeted and killed, especially some of them, those of them that are the ones selling the natural organic seeds to the other farmers. They fish them out and kill them. in order to introduce the genetically modified seeds, which will eventually fail because these seeds, their reproduction reproduction abilities has been switched off. Once you plant them the first time and they produce fruits, you cannot replant them again. They cannot regrow. You have no option that to go back where you bought it from. Okay, well, I will not talk more again now. I'll end there. I will put a video in this link. Go and watch it.